Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of Terraria. As you can see, I am back at the meteorite. Actually, on my way over here, I got a message that yet another meteorite has landed. So I haven't found that one yet, but somewhere out there in the world there is yet another meteorite. So that's good. At any rate, though, oh dear, there's a lot of these guys. The goal of this episode is to get the Lucky Horseshoe. Now, I can't guarantee we'll get it, but in order to at least try to get it, we're going to have to find floating islands and use up the two golden keys that we happen to have. Sorry. And so, in order to do that, we're going to do the meteorite shot to find the floating islands. Off screen, I haven't done a whole lot. I just organized my inventory a bit more, and also I tried to make the pathway actually over here a little bit more fluid as far as moving over this way. So, for example, I mined up some of the sand in the desert that was keeping me from maintaining the sprint when I went across it. And I also think I'm going to opt to use the Hermes boots rather than the shackle, because the one defense the shackle gives is nice, and so I'm going to keep the shackle with me for now, in case we need that. But for the most part, I think we don't come that close to death where one defense is going to make that big of a difference. So I think overall, the convenience provided by the Hermes boots is well worth it. So yeah, guys, that's the game plan for this episode. Collect some meteor and explore for floating islands. We're going to have to be very cautious, of course, when we try to get to the floating islands, because in the process of climbing up there, if something knocks us off of where we're going, it could be a disaster. And so we might have to have pretty cautious building technique, actually. So maybe like a stack or two of dirt. I have way more dirt than we'll ever need, so taking a little bit of extra care to make some sort of platform that we're not going to like easily fall off of might be good. Because if it's just one, oh wait, we have the cobalt shield. What was I thinking? We won't even need to worry about knockback. My actual big concern was that the knockback would knock us down and we could fall to our death on our way to the floating island, but since we have knockback and invulnerability, we mostly have to worry about just not being clumsy, which also is easier said than done, but nonetheless, I think should be pretty decently possible. Okay, let's see. One thing I do not like, though, is how much damage these guys do. They really do a lot of damage. Okay. Although compared to the dungeon enemies, I guess not as much. The dungeon enemies would do a lot more damage if we didn't always have our iron skin potions equipped when we went in there. So yeah, guys. By the way, one of you was mentioning that it would be bad news if I got hit by a falling star, and I'm here to say that a falling star fell about an inch away from me when I was coming over this way prior to starting recording. I'm not 100% sure if those do damage or not to the player, although I would not be terribly shocked if they did. The reason I was thinking they might not is due to the fact that you could oh hey, you know what we can do? We can drain this. How about that? And don't worry, I'll drop down there and collect the pieces that fell in a minute here. Okay. Oh boy. Gotta be careful, because they do a lot of damage really quickly. So, again, do not want to die. Especially not mining meteorite, you know, of all things. But yeah, so we have been very lucky in the number of meteorites that we've managed to collect. And I still have to be really cautious though with these guys. Trying to be at least. I think we're getting close to the 50 mark, at which point in time it should be a lot easier to collect this when there won't be any meteorites spawning, just some slimes. Slimes are much less deadly than these guys are. I don't know what their exact stats are for how much damage they do, but given that we have a good chunk of defense, we have like almost 20 defense, I think, and they're still just a steady stream of these guys doing damage. At least they're slow and they have low health, so the pickaxe will still take care of them. Just is a big plus, because if it didn't, that would be a pro. Okay. I always forget how big of a range this has just sitting still. I mean, look at this. It's like 3 blocks up and a few blocks over. Just getting a huge amount of meteorite. In fact, though, I think this will probably be, well, I don't know. I'm more of a completionist, though. I'd rather collect all of meteorite all at once rather than have to come back and get the last little bit. So I think even though we have probably more than enough meteorite for our purposes, I think we're still just going to finish up getting this entire meteorite before we go back to make our meteorite shots. Oh, also as far as off-screen activities, I also, what was it? I went to the garden and collected a bunch of stuff. We planted a bunch of day blooms and all those typical things. So nothing terribly eventful, but you know, sort of maintenance type thing to make sure we have the substrates for future potions. So I don't think the music has changed quite yet, although it really should pretty soon. I mean, because if I had to guess, we are at least in the 50s for how many pieces are left. I would say, I mean, could be off, but that's what it looks like to me. Yep, and there we go. So that was the 50th piece, I guess, or that was the one that marked that only 50 pieces were remaining. Let's see. Okay, and now it's slimes again. Maybe that's why we were getting so many, we were getting a lot of meteorite heads. Maybe the fact that there's a jungle biome right here was playing a part in that, because the jungle biome actually increases the spawn rate, which is part of the reason why it's useful to make one of those if you're trying to get the, do you guys see that? That's ridiculous. I enjoy just a bunch of slime, just taking a bath, you know. Just chilling. Drain some more water in here. This little artificial crater that we've... there it goes. Okay. Let's see. Get this last little bit of meteorite. I really actually enjoy the way that meteorite sort of changes the landscape, especially when you add the fact that you have to mine up a bunch of the mud and dirt further to just a massacre right here. Alright. Let's see. Wrong button. I'm having a moment there. Oh my gosh. Okay. sorry. I was having some trouble there remembering how to use the controls. I swear. I guess it's one of those days. But yeah, guys, let's see. Now that we have all the meteorites, I think it's only fair that we trek back to our base. I am going to continue out this way, though, towards the ocean first. Not to explore the ocean, but rather just to see if the other meteorite landed somewhere between here and there. We have explored out this way before, I think. I mean, there was a torch there, so... Okay, so the other meteorite is here. I don't feel like collecting it right now, but let's just note to ourselves, you know, that it's right here. So, there is a meteorite there. But let's see what all we have. I collected a lot of wood off screen as well. Not that we need all of that with us, though. And we can make some meteorite bars. So let's see how much we can make. With over 250 meteorite, I'm imagining we can make at least 50 bars. Oh wow, I was actually really close. Meteorite shot. Do I have musket balls with me? Yep, I do. But, okay, here they are. Okay, 100 meteorite shots. And we have tons of meteorite bars left over. Actually, you want to see if we can make a phase blade of some sort? Let's try that. Why not? Well, I'm personally a fan of the color green. Although blue is really nice too. So that does 21 damage as opposed to 17. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't know, what do you guys think? Should I use the phase blade as my primary weapon, or should I still use the light's bane? The light's bane's a little faster, but this has better reach. It probably won't matter as soon as I get the Muramasa, which will be pretty soon, I suppose. But it's a nice little weapon, so I'm going to keep this on me. But I think I might actually make this my primary weapon, and put the light's bane over here for quick access if we need it. I don't think we will need it though. So all that being said, though, let's quick stack this stuff. I need to organize my chest. I mean, I have my chest organized, but I think I need to organize my chests further so that the common things you pick up that you would quick stack. Okay, hey, we can make another mana crystal. Let's put wasn't there an empty? Okay, here it is. Okay, so we'll put all the a lot of amethyst. Okay, let's see. Here. No, those are diamonds. Diamonds, nice. Okay. And all of these things we need with us. I'm really glad we got the shadow key. That's going to be really nice for when we go to the hell world, the underworld, whatever it's called. I'm not sure what the technical term actually is. Oh, we have a suspicious looking guy we could use. Not right now though. Right now our priority is getting things done. Okay, and I want to keep the shackle with me though. So, yeah, and sorry for doing all this organizational stuff on screen. Typically I do this off screen just for the sake of keeping you guys, you know, protecting your guys' sanity, I suppose. Actually, having a second stack of dirt won't hurt. Oh, we'll leave that out, actually. Okay. So now that we have the meteorite shot, which we can put in our ammo thing, I think it's time for us to go look for the floating islands. And as you guys probably recall, the basic technique for doing that is just to move about a screen over and take a shot up into the air. If you guys recall, the size of the floating islands is pretty big. So you can actually walk a little ways before shooting the next shot, because the chances are, if you run into one, you'll find it. In fact, I probably could have gone much further over than I just did there. Okay, let me climb up this thing. So here's hoping for a floating island. And I am being going a little slower than I typically would for this, but that's just because I don't want to miss a floating island. And there's a small chance, for example, that if I just shoot up here and collect these, the cacti are kind of annoying. And here's what I was saying about flattening this off so that we could get over here a little bit easier. Okay. Anything? No. So still on the hunt for a floating island. Let's try out phase blade against these guys, by the way. I think that's pretty cool. Well, oh hey, he plummeted to his death. Anything? Okay. I wonder if there is a floating island near where I originally thought there might be one. Okay. Well, it doesn't look like there's anything there, though. So, I'm going to put this in a closer slot so I can go back and forth between the two more quickly. Okay, let's kill this guy while we're waiting to see if that shot comes back. And it did not. So let's see about our luck here. Oh, some piranhas. Now, apparently there's a small chance that the piranhas will drop what's called a robot hat, actually. Which is a rare drop. I think sounds pretty cool. It's more of just an accessory item type thing. Okay, come on. Kill you guys. Seriously. Anything? Okay, nothing there. Oh yeah, another lens. One of these episodes, we're just gonna have to like craft all of the suspicious looking eyes we got into a bunch of lenses. And not quite far enough of a reach. Now here's where I had thought earlier, where I thought there would have been one, and there shouldn't be one above us because of the meteorite. The meteorite would have theoretically landed on the floating island rather than here. It had. So lots of enemies here. Chances are, though, if there is an island in this vicinity, which there's a good chance there might be, well, we should be able to find it using this method. Let's see. I don't think anything came back there, so let's move on. Alright. So right here. I don't know why I shot two of them off there, but it happens. Oh dear. Yeah, I should definitely. Oh dear. I have to use some of these to get across here. Okay. Light that up just so we can actually see where we are. It's kind of a kind of a dangerous area, if you ask me. And I apologize for the lightning. I mean, they're pretty harsh about the lighting at night in this game. So I think, though, we're nearing the edge of the jungle, it appears. You'd think that the phase blade would make more, hey, a shooting star within the meteorite. That's kind of cool. So there shouldn't be one above us there. Kill that guy. I wonder what that lighting was, and we were like on fire, is why. Okay, that makes sense. And by the way, sorry if I'm not, what's the word? If there's not much I have to say right now. That's just, you know, it's a really tall tree, for one that's broken off at least. It's just, you know, searching for the floating islands isn't the necessarily most active thing ever, I guess. I don't know if that's what I was trying to say. Okay. So it's looking like there aren't any floating islands this direction. I mean, most small maps don't have... Oh dear. So that was kind of close. Alright, well, since we're all the way over here, let's see if there's any treasure that we could get, maybe. And we're gonna obviously just looking for a treasure chest. Nope. Okay. I was just seeing if there's anything we could get before our breath ran out, but there was not. At least not that I could find. And our inventory is still fine, so let's continue on this way. Oh man, I really got my hopes up until I realized. I was like, sweet, there's a floating island right over our house. Oh wait, that is our house, or at least our. I'm a little embarrassed by that. Actually, though, it probably would be a good thing to see if perhaps above here there's a small chance that maybe something would be here. Probably not. But let's see. So those floating, that was another one that just went right next to me. So maybe we'll find out if those do. I don't think they do damage, but if they did, that would be quite a way to go for the series. Okay, so there is not a floating island above our house, contrary to popular belief. Okay. Now that one took a while to come back. Okay, so let's see how far over this goes, because depending on how far over it goes, we might just be hitting the edge of this. It's hard to say for sure. Okay, and we were hitting stuff right here, weren't we? Yep. So it looks like there might actually be a floating island over our house. And given the fact that our house is already pretty tall, I figure maybe we should just make a little exploratory area right here. And we're gonna have to be very careful because you can't hold down shift in this game. It'd be really funny if it was just like right next to our house. Being very, very cautious. Yep. So there is, in fact, a floating island directly above us. Just kind of crazy if you ask me. So I'm going to build this up. And the reason I'm building the other one up first is so that I can't make any stupid mistakes. And I know that probably seems like so ridiculously overcautious, but again, you cannot be too careful with when you're dealing with gravity. So that's my personal opinion on the matter. I think, yep, sure enough, this is higher up than I would have expected it to be. Because we're really high up actually right now. And since falling to our death is not an option, at least not an acceptable option, I think what I'm actually going to do, and this as well might be a little overcautious, but is actually teleport back home and then come back up here and build platforms. Okay. So let's see. And then we can actually tunnel through the bottom of the place. Well, that's pretty exciting though, guys. We had a floating island right next to our house. Our house, which by the way is like very open to the outside right now. I don't know why that is. Like, well, actually, I do know why that is. Just my personal tendency to again, to be kind of ADD that weird ADD OCD combo of really wanting everything to be perfect, but at the same time not having the patience to stick with things to make them perfect. So let's move that over there. And see, that's okay. So again, we have just silver just chilling here. Oh, that little dirt block went bye-bye. So let's see how high up we can dig. Slowly getting this place open. And you gotta admit, that's pretty effective way of getting up to the top of this, in my opinion. Okay. And let's see if we can't do this. Man, you know, there's only a small chance that this will be a lucky horseshoe. There's a much bigger chance that it will be something else, like a, what's it called? What is it called, actually? Well, let's collect this gold here. And the nice thing is, because this floating island is near the center of the map, there aren't going to be any harpies here. Harpies are those really annoying flying enemies that you see sometimes. I gotta collect all the silver too, because, I mean, it's too good to pass up, you know? In fact, I'm sure this island is probably full of gold in the middle or something like that. Just because of, basically what happens is when you have a floating island, the chances of awesome things spawning there is increased a lot. And I'm going to be very cautious over there by the edge. I do not want to fall to my death. Especially with potentially having... Ooh. There is some gold over here, though. Okay, cautious. Keyword is cautious. As I'm... No! Not the gold. Ah. I'm sure I'll find that on the ground down there somewhere. Yeah, this... Wow, we really have struck gold, so to speak. Quite nice. Alrighty, so let's see what we can find here. Put a little torch down there and there, just for some effect. And shiny red balloon, which is not quite what we wanted. Oh, we don't have enough room for everything. Poop. Well, that sucks. Oh well, we'll come right back. Let's empty some of this stuff out. And that already opens up our thing quite a bit. Okay, let's see. I think we... Where was that? Actually, we have enough for another mana crystal. I don't know if we can use another one, though. Yep. I think that might be our last one, though. We can use one more mana crystal after this one. So let's see. And okay. So the shiny red balloon will be nice because it'll let us jump higher. Actually, let's equip that now instead of our regeneration band. Oh wow, look how high we're jumping now. Wow, that feels weird to be able to jump that high. Sweet. It's a little annoying though that the height at which we're used to jumping. I'm a little worried about actually though us getting fall damage from that. Okay, I think I might actually collect this. Yep, I think I'm going to. Just because we don't really need all these silver bricks, but they're just kind of cool, I think. And we might build something out of them eventually, one day, you know. So let's do it. And hopefully, I mean, I'm really happy about the shiny red balloon because it's a great item. But I also kind of hope that we'll get the lucky horseshoe on the next dungeon, the next floating island that we find. Because, well, first of all, otherwise we'll have to go back and get more keys. The other thing is, I don't know if there's even a guarantee that you'll have, I don't know if there's even a guarantee that you'll have 3 floating islands on a small map like this. Because this is a small map. So I think that they would have a lucky horseshoe on the map, though, because that's much better than the Star Fury. I mean, Star Fury is nice, but it's not the same as a, it's just not the same, you know? So, by the way, I think this might end up being a pretty long episode. I've been playing for a while, probably longer than I should be, but I have had 2 tests this week, so, I figure I deserve a little break from the day-to-day drag of medical school. Sweet. So we're getting all this gold brick wall. I don't know what in the world we're going to use it for, but it could be good for like a pixel art thing in the future. I haven't done much work on that giant squirrel I was building recently. I need to get back onto that actually, because it could be a pretty cool project once I finish it. It's just, the scale is pretty big, and that kind of makes me procrastinate on it. Just because, isn't it weird how it just does this? It's like, I think the whole way the walls work is weird. I'm looking forward so much, by the way, guys, for the new update. I don't know when it's coming out. They tease us so much on Terraria Online. I don't know if you guys are members of Terraria Online, but like they'll show updates for like what they think, or like little snippets of what's going to be in the new update, and it's just enough to make you be like, oh, I wish that was out today, but then it's not. And and there's no, it's not, and it's even worse because it's like there's no guarantee of when it will be. You know, it might be really soon, it might be tonight, it might be tonight or tomorrow, but it might not be for another month or two. I'm assuming it'll be at least this year, but then assuming is a dangerous thing to do. So, alright, we're almost done getting this. Okay. And you gotta admit that was a pretty skillful jump right there. Utilizing that heightened cloud jump. Thanks to the shiny red balloon. You know, I've actually found though the shiny red balloon really helps out with this, but it's not so much a big help when you have the what's it called? I'm gonna stack some more of this stuff in here. Okay. I don't have any of that. So, wow, that's a lot of silver bricks. Let's put them in here. Okay. Right, gold ore. Quite a bit of it too. Sweet. Quick stack those. Keep those active. I'll just shove that in there for right now. And grenades. I do not want to carry these around because they could kill me. Alright, so I think now that we have that, it's time to move on to look for another floating island, guys. Wish me luck. Oh crap. Really? Hold up. I'm gonna have to pause recording because I just got a message that I'm running low on disk space again. Oh hey, there's that gold that had dropped earlier. So I'm gonna see. I probably didn't delete at last episode, and that's like an hour of footage, which is like, you know, like 20 gigabytes or something absurd like that. So I'll be right back. Okay, guys. Later. All right, guys. I am back, and I fixed that. I just had a problem. I forgot to delete last episode, and the way that Fraps works is it just records things like as they are. And that's one reason why it lets you get good video quality, but the downside of that, though, is also the file size is huge. Like, for every 10 minutes is about 4 gigabytes, I think, or something obscene like that. And, huh. Weird. I guess that's from when we were over here earlier. Actually, really quick, let me get up top. Okay, come on. My coordination is not the best. Nothing's coming back that way, though. It's a tall cactus. Interesting. Okay. Let me move this back over here. And we'll continue our search for the floating islands. Nope, nothing there. And still nothing. Okay. Oops. I thought that I had the sword still equipped. So anyways, yeah. So Fraps records that in fairly large format, and then when you render it in Windows Movie Maker or whatever program you prefer, which is you probably prefer any program other than Windows Live Movie Maker because it's really a terrible program. Oh, okay, I take that back. It's not a terrible program. I mean, it works. It's just not, you know, it's not the same kind of quality that you get from one of those really expensive programs. But I guess, you know, using a free program kind of comes with that natural risk of it not being like the best thing ever. Okay, kill these guys. Okay. Any luck? Nope, nothing there. Really hope we find another one soon. We've gone through quite a bit of meteorite shot actually too. More than I thought we would. What's this down here? I've explored this obviously before. Just don't remember. Is that demonite? No, that's ebony stone. Okay. Back up to the top. Get back on focus. Let's see. Anything up here? Nope. Oh, and we are to the dungeon. So it looks like prior to the dungeon, there are no, hey! Oh! Did you see that? It landed. So, it looks like we might have found another thing. Okay, I'm going to throw caution to the wind here and just build up this way. I figure if worse comes to worse, we shouldn't fall. But see, this would be quite a precarious situation if we didn't have knockback disabled. Thanks to the, oh, what's it called? Thanks to the cobalt shield. See, because right there, that would have knocked us off of here. Still gonna be cautious, but I have to be cautious about what buttons I press. So I just don't want that's so annoying. Okay. Oh, and here we go. Let's make a little safety net thing. Alright, this will greatly diminish the chances of us falling to a terrible, terrible death. And as such, I find that to be quite a good thing, actually. I'll need this, though. So, here's to having, I can't resist the temptation to do this. Let's see. Okay. So now we just have to dig up here. And I think this should work. Oh, and see there's a harpy up there at the top. I like their name because I think, well, you know, the word to harp on something is just, is kind of reminiscent of the word annoying. I mean, it doesn't mean exactly the same thing, but there's a relation there as far as, like, I guess someone who harps on something is annoying. Not someone playing the harp, the instrument, but, well, at any rate, though, it works in my brain at least. I think it's funny because, you see this? Seriously. Hey, shooting star. Okay, I wonder if we can chop this down from beneath. Yep, we can. You gotta be careful because these guys actually do a lot of damage. So I actually use the buffs. Oh, let's get in here. As you can see, they're quite, actually quite dangerous enemies. Man. Okay. That sucks. I mean, it doesn't suck per se. Actually, it's kind of nice in this way. This is the fun part. Just shoo them off there. You guys have seen the Starfear before, right? It does, well, it does 16 magic damage, but you can do a lot of damage with it if it's used appropriately. Okay, well, that's too bad though that we didn't get any. Well, let's at least get the gold. It sucks that we didn't get a what's it called? A lucky horseshoe though. So I'm assuming though that means that the okay, kill these guys. See what I mean though? Oh god. Oh god, that could have been really bad. Actually, let's teleport back home. We got a feather too, at least though. Tell you what, guys. How about we make a run for finding wherever the final, what's it called? Where the final, the third floating island in the map is. I'm assuming there's 3. There might only be 2. If so, we might have to actually spawn another map in order to get the I still like the water bolt better. So let's see about that. Okay, we need these. I'm gonna put that away as well, though. I'm trying to be more selective about what we carry with us, because obviously the more we carry with us, the less we can actually use. Collect, that is, from the, sorry, my words are really failing me. Well, that could have something to do with the fact that it's pretty late at night right now, actually. So, again, sorry about that, but can't do much about it. So, grenades. Put this in here. Yeah, that's fine. I think I have these in a separate... Okay, yeah, I do. And where do those mushrooms go? And I'll put this in the last one. Just because I can't think of anywhere else good to put it. Alright, and day is broken. So... yeah, that was quite scary though, that we got that fall damage we got earlier. I mean, it was because we had used this shiny red balloon to jump pretty high, and then fell down a hole. Yeah, there's a small chance that there might be a floating island above this. I don't think I checked above this, actually. So let's see. Here's hoping, right? Anything? Nope. Gotta be careful there too, because that's one of those drops that if you fall the wrong way, it can be quite bad, actually. So let's see, another coin. Man, it really sucks that we didn't get a horseshoe from either of those. So let's see. Yeah. Well, maybe we'll get lucky and And the last one will have one, and although we'll still need a key for that, but we can always get another key later. And if statistics works well for us, then theoretically, if we found, there are only 3 different treasures that are found in chests on floating islands, I think. And those 3 treasures are, and I think we're also delving into more or less unexplored territory. Okay, so there was a mushroom there, and I haven't gone this way yet today. Whatever. I'm not gonna worry my brain with it. Okay, nothing there. I am gonna explore this little cavern here because I found it intriguing. Some iron, nothing of too much value. Okay. So let's see if we... Oh. Nope, nothing there. How about here? Maybe? Nope. What about here? Hey, some mushrooms. Okay. And we're almost out of meteorite shot, guys. Oh boy. This guy's doing some damage. Well, not really doing any damage. So we're at the ocean, guys. I don't think they typically have floating islands out by the ocean. Huh. Well, let's collect some coral, since that's not a typical thing you can get that often. Okay. And then our final thing is we'll go down in here and see if we can find a treasure chest of some sort. Alright, so we got a breathing reed. I'm not sure if that lets you breathe in the water or if it just extends your breathing life or something like that. I don't think it's a terribly useful item, but yeah. So I guess this map only has 2 floating islands. That kind of sucks. I don't know. I mean, unless maybe I missed a spot. Well, you know, one spot I didn't check for is right here. The chances of there being one right here, though, are pretty low. Especially because there wasn't one right here. But, oh well, I guess that's only 2 floating islands for us. So I guess if we want to get the, we might have to make another map. Well, that kind of sucks, but, okay, we might do that next episode. Either that or more dungeon exploration. Yeah, I'll decide that next time, though. So anyways, guys, sorry if I'm being a little slow. It just, you know, again, what's the word? Uh-oh. Just a little tired is all. So yeah, we have a lot of day balloons here, as you can see. A whole lot of them. So before we end the episode, I'm going to collect a bunch of these. And Alright, there we go. Quite a few of them, actually. Oh, and the blink route is just out of control, by the way, guys. I don't know if you guys have kept up with that, but it's... The amount of blink route that we have now is through the roof, really. It's more than I know what to do with. Honestly, like, there's no shortage whatsoever of blink route. That's a pretty efficient way of harvesting it, though, you gotta admit. Nice. Oh man, we're out of Sweet. And I don't know what it is, but this one layer just doesn't grow. So I'm just gonna dig this layer up. It just doesn't grow. So it's not even worth having there. It's not gonna grow. In my opinion. You know. And I might plant some more blink root in a little bit, but this part's kind of fun. I mean, look at that. That's pretty cool. You gotta admit that's pretty cool. Just cast a little spell and sit back and let it do its own thing. The water bolt's pretty effective in small cores, if you ask me. So yeah, so we got lots of things. Alright, yeah, guys. You can see we got like 9. Look how many we have. Like 200 blink root seeds and some change. It's just insane. Alright, guys. Again, sorry if the episode was a little slow. It's just I'm kind of tired. Had a long week and all that fun stuff. But I really appreciate you guys watching. It means a ton to me. And any feedback, positive and or negative, constructive criticism is really appreciated, actually. And again, thank you for watching. Until next time, guys, take care and have a good one. Later.